How's it going, everybody? It's Matt again, and today we're going to take a look at another New Age third-party Legend Scale Transformer. This time it's going to be NEWAGE H02G, their Target Warrior Capoeira, otherwise known as the Target Master Ricochet. He is a kind of repaint of Jazz, both in the classic form and in here in the New Age. So he is basically just Jazz with new paint. But this is kind of a hard one to find. Not too easy. This was kind of like a limited thing for New Age. So if you can find one, good luck to you. But we're going to take a look at them regardless. My box did, of course, get tore up pretty bad because I got this all from one seller secondhand. So actually, mine was sealed, so technically not secondhand. But regardless, I mean, we'll do our best to take a look at the box, even though it's kind of tore up. But there it is from the front. From the bottom, from the side, and there it is from the back. I don't know what that's a reference to. He's breakdancing or something. Who knows? There it is. But we're, of course, going to get the same set of instructions that came with Jazz, because I think that this is also the same one that came with, Cyclops, so the other version that I didn't end up getting, which was their car mode version of Shockwave. But that's enough of that. He's only going to come with one accessory. He's going to come with this golden gun. It is kind of like this kind of gross looking swirly gold plastic, so it's not even really gold, which is kind of a shame. But that's all he's going to come with. He's not going to come with the speakers like Jazz did, so he actually comes with less. He also doesn't come with a Target Master, which is kind of a bummer. More on that later. But here he is. He looks pretty good, you know. He's a remold of Jazz. Jazz looked good, so he looked good too. He actually looks really nice in this black. None of it's painted. This is just kind of just bare plastic. It just has kind of like this sheen to it, which is just the plastic sheen. The emblem here on the front is all painted on, which is nice. And that got that nice metallic blue for all of the windscreens and windows and whatnot. Nice decal there on the side. Same on the other side. Nice painted wheels. But yeah, not half bad. There he is from the underside. See, this is that nice painted gold that I would have liked them to use for the gun. Nice painted feet right here. But the fake gold is very noticeable. It looks bad, in my opinion. Just does not look good. Like, look, see? It's kind of orangey. It would have been nicer if it was this nice painted gold. So it doesn't really make sense that they did both, but whatever. Yeah, not too bad. His plastic wheels, he can roll just fine. He's like Hot Wheel car size, just like all the other ones. So he's fairly fun to mess with. Well, let's get him transformed. So the wheel section's here. Going to flip down. And I'm not going to be too fast about this because we already did this in Jazz's video. But those are going to flip down. I'm going to kind of lift the grill section here up off of there. Lift that up. Kind of get it out of the way. These sections are going to open up here. This whole section is going to pull away. He's going to come down. Going to need to kind of press in on that to unlock these panels. If I can get it, there we go. Unlock those panels. Split the legs. Feet will come down, toe will come up, like so. These will rotate, come down on this slider. There we go. Fold the flaps around. That panel comes down, that comes up. There's a leg. Same thing here, rotate, come down the slider, then flip, flap, floop, all the flaps. That flaps come down, that goes up. There's some legs. All right, down here, gonna rotate the arms out. Rotate them out of the way. Gonna push the head section through. Lock this part down onto it. And then close the wheels in. And then lock the torso together. Rotate his head around and rotate everything in whatever way it's supposed to be. like so. And there he is. There is Ricochet. I think he looks pretty good here in robot mode. I actually really like the white, gold, and black breakup. He looks pretty darn good from the front. And you can't really see that ugly plastic down here because it's on his feet, but he looks pretty good. Of course, he has the same issues as Jazz, where he's got these big spoiler parts hanging off of the back of his legs. Doesn't look the greatest, but I think he looks pretty good. He has basically, or not basically, literally has the same face as Jazz, so it looks pretty good. Same sculpting. I'm happy with it. Looks nice. He can, of course, hold his gun in his hand, or you can put them in this post up on his shoulder. But I also wanted to show off, he doesn't actually come with a target master, but there is a future release that came after this guy, which was Artfire, which is kind of like one of the other Autobot target masters. The target master that he comes with is actually able to be held in his hands, which, let me see, right here. This little guy is he's actually able to hold him, so it kind of sucks that we didn't get one of these with him. It would have been nice, but if you transform this guy into his gun mode, he can hold it just fine. Yeah, so here he is in his gun mode, and you can put that in his hand just fine. So he can have a target master if you want. If you have Artfire and you have the target master that comes with him, you can totally have him use that. Even though it looks like a little big, at least you can do the target master thing. So that's something that you can do if you end up getting both figures. But let's go ahead and take that off. We'll talk about his articulation, just very brief because it's the same thing as Jazz. You can look down quite a lot, up a little bit, side to side, rotate around because it's on the ball joint. It does have the same swivel here in the arm, so it allows you to move that back and forth kind of on like a collarbone. Ball jointed shoulder only gets you about that far out, but it can rotate all the way around. Ball jointed elbow, so you can move that however the hell you want to. It's only going to get 90 degrees though, and you can rotate the wrist because it's on that little mushroom peg. The waist can rotate just a little bit around unless you use that little ab crunch, and then you can rotate it a little bit farther, but it's not much. Hips are on ball joints, so you can go back quite a ways, forwards quite a ways, and out quite a ways. A little mushroom peg there for his thigh, rotate all the way around. His knee is just on a single joint, so you're only going to get about 90 degrees, but it is kind of wonky, and it kind of wants to move forwards, so you can also give him chicken leg if you want to. His foot is on a hinge back here, so you can move it down a little bit if you want. The toe can also move, and you have a little bit of an ankle tilt right there. So yeah, decent little bit of articulation. Jazz wasn't too bad, so he's not too bad either. But let me clean him up, of course, and we'll do some size comparisons. Alright, so size comparisons. Here he is next to NEWAGE's bumper. There's a little mini-bot. And how about Prowl, showing another Carbot, showing that he's a little bit taller than Prowl. Do with that what you will. Here he is next to a NEWAGE Seeker, or Thundercracker. How about NEWAGE's Toxitron? I'll put back here to show a prime mold. And then how about Magic Square's Optimus? You can see what he looks like with all of those. Alright, here he is with his mold mate, Jazz. He looks next to him. And why not? Because I was talking about him, here is Artfire. So you can see what he looks like next to his other Target Master buddy. And then there's the Target Master that came with him. So there's some scale. Alright, so that'll do it for NEWAGE H02G, Capoeira, or their Ricochet. Jazz was decent, so this guy's decent too. I really do wish he came with some kind of Target Master or something. The gold, like the fake kind of unpainted swirly gold, just looks ugly. I'm not really a fan of that, but luckily it's only on the feet and the gun, so it's not that big a deal because the rest of them looks fantastic. The black looks good, the white looks good, all of the other paint that's on him is really well done. So he's he's cool. He's a fun little figure to mess with, just like Jazz was, so I can't really complain too much there. He just seems like he's kind of lacking a little bit in the accessory department. But obviously this guy's pretty hard to come by if you can find one, so it's up to you whether or not it's worth it, because I paid a bit more than I probably should have for this guy. But I am a bit of a completionist and a hoarder, so that's fine for me. May not be fine for you. But that's it. So I can recommend him. He's not too bad. Do with that information what you will. But of course, if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. Feel free to leave a like, comment on the video, subscribe, check out my channel, see some of my other stuff. You know, I review stuff often, so there's a whole playlist with all of my other Transformers reviews, so check that out if you like. You can also support me on Patreon, which is probably the best way to support me, even though that is just mainly for my Armored Core stuff and for my 3D print files and whatnot. It's still a really good way of showing your support. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.